Elliott, what are you doing?
What? Me?
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just definitely not looking for bananas.
Are you playing Donkey Kong Bananza?
Oh.
Are you getting that Bananergy right now?
Oh, wait. Oh, we're crazy? No, wait, hang on.
Elliott!
Hang on.
Did you get it? Okay, wait, you got to hold it up. Press the punch button. Boom!
Oh, banana.
Okay, turn it off.
All right.
Elliott!
Drip.
Good morning, welcome to Taps and Takes. It is Friyay, baby. You know what we love?
Friyay.
Friyay. Not only do we get to do our Taps and Takes thing, but
we get monkey time.
Right now, twitch.tv/the Do-Over Podcast, we are simultaneously recording our next episode with some special guests.
We like special guests.
We like special guests, and we're basically what we're doing right now. We're bringing up the youngsters. All right, we're gonna put them up on some games, some youths. All right, they're coming in. So
watch them be better than us.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly,
yeah. Watch this and then go over and check out the youths.
Them youths.
Okay, us being our best selves for the youngsters.
That's right.
That'll make sense if you go over to twitch.tv/the Do-Over Podcast. But it's time for Taps and Takes, where we talk all that nerd news, all that sports news. And one of the big things that obviously is going on right now is Donkey Kong Bananza.
Let me tell you right now, I'm not going to play a lot of video games this year.
Yeah.
So this is my video game of the year. Doom was awesome. It's not Donkey Kong, though. It's not. Frankly, it's just not.
Well, I think that we could tell from the get, like right off the rip when we were seeing all the stuff for the Switch too, that the Donkey Kong display, remember like before they did the whole like how to and what the game's about, they did like little things where it was just like game after game. It was like a Nintendo Direct. The Donkey Kong trailer looked the most impressive. And me and Elliott from the get-go were like, man, that's the game.
I understand wanting to get a lot of people to play the Switch, so you get a multiplayer game like Mario Kart to introduce the Switch 2, show off the graphics and everything. I get all that. This was the launch title. This for me is Odyssey. This for me is Breath of the Wild-esque in the sense of this is what to me sold the console. It didn't come out for the console.
I don't know why. Like, look, I get it. Mario Kart is the highest selling. I believe it's the highest selling game on the Switch 1. I believe so. Probably. I can double check.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is like, dude, this game, it shows off what the Switch can do. Now, to be fair, there's still some graphical kind of hiccups here and there because there's so much going on. I mean, everything is destructible in this game. Yeah. Like you know how you solve almost every problem in this game?
Beating
it up.
Oh yeah.
You just punch it.
So listen to Donkey Kong when he says violence is the answer.
Violence is the answer.
Hands,
Elliott,
are the answer. These hands can do some great things and some destructive things. So watch yourself.
Game Nintendo Switch 1. I'm going to check.
The only issue I've had with Bananza is sometimes the camera takes a second to correct.
Yeah.
So like if you're punching things and you're then going to climb, it'll climb you the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then it takes a second for the camera to readjust. But that's the smallest of inconveniences. The game itself is beautiful. It's fun.
Gorgeous and it's tight.
It's fun. And the music is peak Donkey Kong music.
You know what it is? It just is fun. Like I've played about 2.5 hours of it.
Yeah.
I just got to the Rolling Hills sublayer right now.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a little bit ahead of you, but I need to go back. And
I was right. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 68.2 million copies sold as of March 31st of 2025. So that's why they started with Mario Kart, because it was,
I get it. Like Mario Kart, for the times I've played it, it's fun.
It's fun.
And it's beautiful. Like it really showcases what the Switch 2 can do. Donkey Kong Bananza is the flagship game as of now.
Dude, it is. And it's hella fun.
It's hella fun.
It's hella fun.
It is some of the most fun I've had with a video game in a long time.
Here's the question, though. Is it a dad game?
I think it is.
You know,
see, I'm going to put it, I'm going to go full circle. I think it is a dad game, and I think it is a young kid game, all in that.
Both.
It is. This is what makes Nintendo. This is what Nintendo is at its best when they do it like this.
Yeah.
They focus on the next generation of players, and they know just how to hit that nostalgia bug for the older players. So you feel like you're playing Donkey Kong Country, which, light spoiler, there's an episode where it's called Nostalgia Country, and you play the original Donkey Kong Country level, right? So they know how to like get you to be like, damn, this brings me back to my childhood. And then for like your kids, it's like, this is going to be your childhood, and you're going to grow up like I did in that sense. And that's what makes Nintendo so powerful in video games.
Well, not only that, when I'm playing it, Dylan was sitting there watching me, and she's like, I want to try it. I'm like, no.
Yeah. No.
I was like, no, this is dad's time.
This is my time.
This is my time to play Donkey Kong.
This is my time.
The game's great.
It is.
It's definitely worth the money. Can I?
And it's not $80.
Okay,
it's 70.
It's not, but can I?
Which I'm okay with.
Hold on. I had to talk about this. I'm going to piss off a lot of people on the internet right now, Elliot. Here's a hot take. Stop bitching about the price of the Nintendo Switch and games. Hear me out. I don't think games should be $1 bazillion. I think $80 is pushing it.
I think
it's pushing it. However, video games in general, unless you're like an indie gamer or a retro gamer, is not cheap. Gaming PCs, not cheap. PlayStation 5s and Xboxes and Nintendo Switches, not cheap. Okay. You know what else isn't cheap, Elliot? Video games. It's not an inexpensive habit. So all these influencers like, oh my God, the Switch is $450 and this game is how much? It's like, bro.
I think anything under 500 is still solid.
It's not food. You don't have to play this game. You don't have to buy a Switch. You don't have to do anything because it's not sustenance. You want to. So stop bitching. Oh my God, company is selling something to make money? What is this? You're a dipshit. Like, stop. Just stop bitching about it.
I think anything over $80 is a crime. I'm sorry. I don't care what the like. If you're gonna do,
I will counter this, and I'm not one to. Let's be clear. I am not one to defend giant corporations, especially how shitty Nintendo is with their fans. I'm not one for that. Okay. But I will say, adjust for the price of inflation, because video games were $50 when I was 10. Okay.
Yeah.
And there was a crazy time when they fluctuated in crazy price and then kind of landed on the $50, $60 mark.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But game development has gotten more expensive. Everything's more expensive.
True.
And I think $450 is reasonable for what this is.
Oh, no. I think anything under 500 is good.
Yeah.
I mean, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox X were $500-$600.
Yeah.
Right? And that was, what, 4 years ago?
I think it's rather fine for what it is. And
honestly, I think I might be a bigger Switch 2 fan than I am PlayStation and Xbox right now. I mean, the Switch Bananza, awesome game. It downloaded all of my old games from the Switch 1, so I can still play all of those. It's got backward compatibility. Look, do I not like that we don't technically own the games? Of course I don't like that. And I think that's going to lead to an even bigger issue down the road, for sure. But I think, for me at least, Nintendo's done a lot of good when it comes to fun gameplay, stories I enjoy, and it doesn't feel like the weight of the world is on every game, or it's not super competitive. I can just enjoy video games for enjoying video games.
Well, and that's a good point.
And I'm at that age now. Like, I can't compete in Call of Duty.
No.
I can't compete in, like, I'm not good at Helldivers. It's funny, but I can't compete in those kind of games. So, I mean, like, having a console like this where I can enjoy the nostalgia, I can enjoy the gameplay, I can be creative with the gameplay, and, you know, there's no stress on it.
It's a good point. Because I noticed myself just relaxing and playing through it. It's not a big deal.
I was thinking about this. Donkey Kong Bananza is the like break room without having to pay $200 for the break room.
Yeah.
Like this is in a sense, like I've had a miserable week. Getting to destroy mountains is kind of nice.
Dude, you're not wrong. And I'm going to reiterate. I don't think games should justifiably be an insane amount of money. But the people whining about it, I'm getting kind of over it. And look, Nintendo's practices aside, there's a lot of stuff that they do that is just so mind-boggling to me. And they know that people are just going to line up and, you know, everyone was like, I'm not buying a Switch. And then it was the fastest selling launch of
ever. Yeah.
So
I mean, like, okay, sure.
Yeah, okay. You're not going to get it. Mm-hmm. But see, that's why Nintendo continues to do it, is because they can. They're not too friendly with their fans. They are tight-locked over control.
True.
These practices are not good. I'm not saying they are. They're not good. But let me be clear. I didn't have to buy one. It does not, it's not a live or die thing for me.
Yeah.
It's not sustenance. So if you're going to buy it and then bitch about it, like there's this one guy that I don't even follow him. He just comes up on the shorts and stuff. Everyone knew that if you try to put anything in this console that wasn't a game, that it's going to get bricked. The first thing he did after he opened it was put in a MIG switch and it bricked the console. And it's like, okay, I don't like the idea that Nintendo is monitoring it so heavily.
Sure.
That they're going to be bricking consoles. That's bullshit. But also, dude, you knew.
But also, like, you knew if there was a time they were going to be really observant, it'd be within the first year.
Yeah.
Like within the first 2 months, like the first day you open it. Yeah, I think they're probably paying attention.
I'm telling you,
Not that I agree with it.
No.
I'm just saying, yeah, they're going to pay attention to you trying to brick it.
The MIG switch, you can back up your own games. That should be allowed. That should be allowed for preservation. That's bullshit. And the whole digital game key
the key rather than the actual game itself. No, I agree. I can't stand that.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with it. I just want to say, like, do not buy it and then bitch about it. If you're going to buy it, try to enjoy it. All the problems with it aside.
I'll say this, and we can move on to actual nerd news because we haven't even technically started yet. I think $70 for a full game experience is worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
If the game isn't broken and the game is finished, meaning it went through all the production stages and you don't have to wait for a DLC to download to actually finish the game, I think that is very much worth the price. Think of Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is the best example, I feel. You bought it for what, $60, maybe $70? $70, right? And the game was incomplete and broken. That's a scam. But CD Projekt Red took the time to take care of it and work on it. Now, I think it's worth the price. It's $70. And you have a full game experience that isn't going to crash on you. When a game is complete,
and there's no DLC bullshit.
Yeah. I think, and if you want to spend the money on cosmetics and stuff like that, by all means, right? Do it. I don't care. I mean, that's you spending your own money on things to make your character look a little sillier. But I mean, like, if the game is complete, $70, that's fair. And I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. And I agree.
And Bananza, honestly, how much fun I'm having with it right now. I said $80 is ridiculous. I would have spent the extra $10 for Donkey.
What color is your monkey right now?
I just switched him back to normal monkey. I'm going to save. I had him green for a minute. I'm going to switch him to red here in a bit, or black monkey. I haven't decided yet.
I have him blue.
The blueser.
He's the blue monkey right now.
But I am running amok.
Dude, it's fun.
It's so fun.
Hey, you know what I like about it is that it's snappy and it just works, and the controls are so quick. Like there's really no lag. Like you just, whatever you do, it just does it. You know what I mean? And I enjoy that.
Yeah, and being able to pick up any part of the ground and then surf on it.
So cool. Just chuck it. Just throw it, dude.
Yeah. There's a bit of a learning curve, like trying, because they don't teach you anything. So you get like,
which is weird to me that they don't teach you.
They'll give you like a little screen in the corner, like this is how you do that. I ain't paying attention to that. I free roam it.
There's a lot of mechanics that they just don't tell you.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of like Odyssey in the sense of like they want you to learn it and then figure out ways to kind of cheat the system.
I guess.
Because like if you watch some of those like Odyssey gameplays, people were not supposed to get some of those like moons.
Right.
And people found creative ways to do it. I think they're doing the same.
Well, the sequence breaking is in this game.
Yeah.
I think I did one by dive bombing a banana that was underwater and just punching it over and over again by dive bombing it that I wasn't supposed to get yet.
Yeah.
Like, because I can't swim in water yet. I don't know if you will be able to. I'm assuming you will be able to, but not right now.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on.
Let's move on. Superman. Roy Sott wasn't super stoked on it.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's a Man of Steel guy over it.
That was tight.
He wasn't a Lex Luthor fan.
Really?
I was like, that Lex Luthor was like the best character in them. That's what I said. I will say this. I did agree. It's been out for 2 weeks. Sorry. I think that's fair. Now,
yeah.
I wanted to see Lex Luthor put on that hammer suit.
I get it.
And I think that would have made some of his monologuing and some of his dialogue a little more like it would have hit a little harder because I get it. Superman is this essential god. The clone thing for me was the one thing I didn't really enjoy. But if you had made Lex Luthor in that suit, saying all that stuff as he's hitting 1A, 1A,
Well,
1A.
I think they're going to save that.
No, I think, I mean, they are now, but I mean, like, I think if they had done that, it would have just resonated a little more.
Fair.
But I think I've been trying to think of for the last week, like, who's going to be the bad of the Justice League, essentially.
Right.
I think they're probably going to lean Brainiac because I think Brainiac is a good major world villain. And it's not Darkseid because Darkseid is so similar to Thanos. But I would really love a Legion of Doom versus Justice League.
I'm going to say something. I'm surprised it's only made $400 million.
Yeah, it's about 407 right now. It made about 57 million its second weekend. I think it'll still make close to 600, 500, 600.
I really thought it had a potential of being $1 billion movie. I'm surprised it's not, to be honest.
$1 billion is a lot. I don't know.
It's a lot, but fucking Deadpool and Wolverine did $1 billion.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's better than Deadpool Wolverine, but I don't know if it. I think when you have like one an R-rated, I think when they made Deadpool R-rated, it really helped them in that regard. Mm-hmm. And they just could say like, we can throw everything in the kitchen sink at it because it's Deadpool. And now we got Hugh Jackman who can play into the joke in a sense. Right. I think Superman, you had to build so much.
Well, and they've also lost a lot of credit.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people. So do you think it's going to hit about 6?
I think it'll end at around 700. And I think that's a huge win for DCU.
Well, what they're saying is that the international box office, which is usually huge. So let's see here. How much money did Superman cost to make?
I think it's about 300.
It reportedly was $225 million. Okay. Additional estimated global marketing budget of 100 to 200 million. Yes. So in order for it to not flop, it has to pass 400 million, which it just did.
Yeah.
So it says it would likely need to gross between 450 and $600 million worldwide to be a success.
Okay. I mean,
2 weeks in with Fantastic Four coming out, which we're going to get to a little bit later. And the reviews for Fantastic Four are quite good.
Yeah. Just about the same as Superman, I believe.
Quite good. I'm surprised it's not performed as well as I thought it was.
I think by the end of it, it'll be close to 600, 650. And I think that alone is a success for Gunn and a success for DCU because it's building trust back.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing. And here, do you want to just go into it because it's Superman adjacent? James Gunn and DC confirming the Jimmy Olsen show. Now, I know, like, for casuals, you're going to think Jimmy Olsen, isn't he just like the photographer? That's stupid, right? What the premise is to this show, I actually think is a really good idea, and which is why I would love to see a Legion of Doom movie. Because it's a crime anthology. So, like, Jimmy is the host, and from what I think, and from what I'm thinking, he's going to narrate these episodes as he's reporting them. And it's going to be cases on like the villains doing crime.
Really?
That's what I think.
It'll be interesting to see.
So it'll be like him following the case. So him like narrating, and it's like
a true crime Dateline thing.
Yeah, exactly. And you could get character like street level DC villains. So maybe not Peacemaker,
Calendar Man.
Yeah, maybe, or like you get Kite Man or something stupid.
Yeah,
for an example, and that way you build up these random characters, and if you want, you can see who hits, who doesn't, and then boom, you can build towards a Legion of Doom.
Well, if that's like throwing things at the wall to see what sticks, that's cool. Hey, quick side note, and I know a lot of people are into the movies. Okay, Absolute Batman.
Oh, the comics, yeah,
is fucking sick as fuck, dude.
Well, so the Absolute
it is so tight.
So the Absolute series right now, the whole universe. Well, Batman, bless his heart, going through it.
Oh yeah,
they made Superman look pretty metal. Wonder Woman's badass.
Oh god,
the Martian
Wonder Woman grew up in hell, bro.
Yeah.
Like, listen, the Absolute universe,
it's pretty metal.
It's so fucking tight, bro. I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. Okay, so like Batman's like this construction worker, right?
So
but he's just.
His dad was a teacher. His mom's a social worker. So he never had the billions.
He didn't have the billions of dollars. He's just fucking nuts, right? Long story short, there's something happening right now where Dr. Arkham is like watching over him, like putting him through trials. Bane keeps on beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, Bane is also like 20 foot tall.
Yeah. There's a part where Batman gets on top of Killer Croc. And rides him like a dinosaur, bro.
Well,
it's the coolest. And he has a battle axe, for God's sake.
No, the coolest, I think one of the cooler ideas too is that like Croc, Two-Face, Penguin, Riddler, and Selena Kyle and Batman were all childhood friends.
Yeah, they're like
they grew up together. So I think like their take on it has been really fun to watch.
It's so
even
cool.
Wally West's story has been really cool. Martian Manhunter's art is beautiful.
Dude, it's very interesting. I love the art. I was talking to little Lauren about it. She's not a fan of the art. I love the art. It reminds me of like the sickest kind of unique interpretation of DC art, because DC art is gorgeous if done right.
Yeah.
I think the Absolute series is awesome. You should check it out.
No, I've been keeping up with it. It's very good. I've been a fan of Batman specifically, but I really love what they're doing with Wonder Woman and Wally West. Kevin Feige has confirmed that the X-Men will be recast and they're going to be the focus moving forward in the MCU. He claimed, quote, "It is not a reboot, but it is a reset," meaning singular timeline, no more multiverse stuff. We're going to get back to the basics, build off our new teams, which will be Fantastic Four, which, like you mentioned, already great reviews. So Super Fantastic Summer is off to a great start, and X-Men. With that all being said, Kevin Feige is also asking Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds to reprise their roles. So we're probably going to get Old Man Logan and Deadpool.
Yeah, I think Deadpool will stay cast as Deadpool. I don't think there'll be. You can't. Not at this point. We'll get an Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
That will be Old Man Logan. X-23 will take on the mantle of, but I think they recast X-23. I think they recast.
That's too bad. I really like her.
I like her too, but I think they recast everyone. Like I honest to God think that and you know what? Good. Like that's fine. Give me a fresh new take. I heard other things that he was pointing out. Kevin Feige is, he's a producer, right? And he is probably one of the most successful producers in history.
In the world right now, yeah.
So is Kathleen Kennedy. But at a certain point, if you're in control of a product and you just get, I'm not going to say complacent, but used to it, and then you have a lull, I hear that Kevin Feige may want to make different types of movies eventually.
And that's fair.
And it's kind of like, hey, if you've done it, you did it.
And you succeeded in it.
And you succeeded. Maybe give the reins to someone else to do something new, like a fresh new take on the X-Men. And I feel like the X-Men in general are going to be, the X-Men and Fantastic Four will be the keystone players in the MCU moving forward.
Yeah, and they also said like this is going to be all starting after Secret Wars,
which is fine because that's the exact same thing that Secret Wars did in the comics.
Yeah,
was
just
kind of
reset everything.
It reset the timeline. We can get rid of the multiverse shit and like focus on new stories on new characters because I feel like the Avengers had their time.
They did.
They had their time, and now it's time to move on. And then, like the X books, you can have cameos from these people that come in and help them out and fucking fuck off.
Yeah.
You know?
No. I think it's important to build these guys up. I am a little bummed because I thought, what's his name? David Fassbender was an excellent Magneto.
He was.
So it is like we've had 2 great Magnetos and just not a good franchise around them.
I hope they don't do silly shit that they were talking about in regards to the casting of Magneto and Charles Xavier and just come in proper.
Well, Charles isn't the issue. Magneto's the issue. Magneto's the issue.
Magneto's the issue. His background is what makes him an interesting character.
Absolutely.
It just is. Him being a survivor of the Holocaust and then adopting superiority and the supreme master race,
kind of like
what's the word I'm looking for?
Playbook in a sense.
I guess no, like having that worldview, which is very Nazi-ish, right, makes him a compelling character.
Yeah,
right. The master race kind of thing. That's what makes him interesting in his level of gray. Like he is a good guy when he's advocating for just mutant because in his mind. It's survival. Well, and he's just advocating for his people.
Well, and they've been prosecuted. He's been prosecuted his whole life. So yeah, you get that kind of like that fight, that internal fight with him, which is, like you said, the best part
That's
of Magneto.
What makes him a compelling character.
Right.
But like, dude, as much as I love Denzel Washington,
we all do.
Let's not fucking do this.
No.
Let's not start off what we're doing by just trying to piss people off. It wouldn't piss me off. Dude, the Dark Tower series, the movie was trash, but I was fine with Idris Elba playing Roland Deschain. I was fine with it. Again, not traditional to the books, but I love Idris Elba, so I was like, fucking cool. And I love Denzel Washington. He's one of the greatest actors in history. I don't know if that's smart to do. You're just going to get a negative kind of response to all the common characters online, and it's going to put a negative stink on what you're doing up front. So don't do it.
I have
just don't do it.
Potential hot take.
What? This is what it is.
No. Not about that. About Idris Elba.
Go.
I think Idris Elba is the classiest actor to have bad films.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it because he's such a good actor.
Yeah.
Why is he in so many bad projects?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
You know why? Because
he's such a good guy. And he's so cool.
It's because he's super attractive. He is probably one of the most attractive men in Hollywood, period. And he has that smooth voice, you know? Oh, what's up, love? You know what I mean?
I mean, just like cool factors, right? Great actor.
Yeah.
British accent.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah.
Runs his own clothing line.
Yeah.
Like, he does all these cool things. Why is he in bad movies?
Question.
He should be in like Oscar-nominated movies.
Question.
Yes.
Would you show up to watch Idris Elba as James Bond?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
That's not even a question. If you're looking for an actor who's got who's got the cool, suave, British just mentality of James Bond, Idris Elba is. Now, he's a little probably too old for the role at this point. Maybe, but
nah, I think he could probably pull off for like 5 years.
I wouldn't even care.
No.
Daniel Craig was probably a little too old for the character at one point. Who cares? Daniel Craig was peak Bond.
Dude, if they did it in a way that like 007, you know, Bond, yes, but like James Bond and 007 is like a code, right?
Sure.
Like you take on the name James Bond and you take on the name or the code of 007 as a role.
Yeah.
Right? Give it to Idris Elba. I'd show up for that fucking movie.
I would show up. There's plenty of British actors I think would make a great Bond, but Idris Elba, easily a top tier
That's my
Bond.
vote.
And that would build up his resume again.
Yes.
Because I feel like he's been in some stinkers.
He does. He is due for a really good role, man.
Yeah. Like Knuckles shouldn't be his role. You know, that's like the shining role right now.
Right.
Okay. Like that's all I'm saying. Idris, I love you too much for you not to be an Oscar-nominated actor.
That's a good take.
I think that's fair. All right. Predator,
Badlands.
Badlands. Good times in Badlands, because the new trailer dropped and it looks like everything we've wanted it for a long time.
It's peak, bro. It's peak.
Here were my notes.
It's peak.
Here's what I wrote. Showcases more Predator lore, which what we've been wanting.
Mm-hmm.
A deeper connection to Alien, which what we've been wanting. And Predator.
No. Deeper connection to Alien. Done right.
Sure.
Done right.
Sure. Predator talking and dropping bods left and right. Human, alien, everything in between. This is going to be such a fun, bad movie. And you know what I mean by that.
I think people may have problems with the way the Predator looks, but I think that, like, the antagonist Predator, I think there's a reason for the way he looks. I think there's a reason for it. Like, he's either a runt or he's like a youngling, and like he's still developing. And also, like I said with Eddie, this is the first time a Predator's been a protagonist in a movie, right? So, like, they may have designed him to kind of look more human-esque in order to...
So I wasn't a big fan of the design at first. After watching the trailer yesterday, I think it checks out. And the one thing I would say that stood out that I was like, it was the bow and arrow.
I think
that being said, everything else looked cool.
I think there's a reason for that. They're not giving him like all the high tech shit. They're giving him almost the primitive stuff.
No, I it's not that I have an issue with the bow and arrow. Essentially, it's just I thought it looked a little goofy. That's all. Like the red light string, I thought, all right,
yeah.
But other than that, like the sword looks cool.
And Elle Fanning looks great in that.
Yeah,
as the Wayland Yutani.
Oh no,
synthetic.
Yeah, and I like that she's just going to be like half a body. For the whole time.
Well, if you look, I think there's two of them. I think there's two of them. And
okay.
You know, yeah. So
so I'm in.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Predator Badlands and everything that they're doing with Predator right now.
Alien Earth about to come out in a couple of weeks, man. We are in good spaces right now. Space indeed.
Yeah.
Want to go to the weirdest story we have?
Sure.
This is so stupid. I love it. Because you were born in the 80s, so you grew up in the 90s.
I grew up in the 90s.
So you've seen this.
Dude.
And even like I, who was born in the early 90s and then grew up towards it, I remember this character. Everybody remembers, millennials remember this character of Captain Planet.
Well, and especially because of the Don Cheadle college humor bit where Captain Planet, where he was like disgruntled. Remember that?
Or I remember the robot chicken sketch where it's like the guy dresses up as Captain Planet and just starts beating the you know what out of people. But after almost 30 years, Captain Planet is coming back for and you won't believe it, a live action show on Netflix. And it's even weirder when you find out who produces it. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Question.
Answer.
What if it's peak? What if it's great? What if they do some new gritty, sick ass
like
take?
Smoking darts?
Well, because Leonardo DiCaprio loves himself. He's
a big environment guy.
He's a big environment
guy.
So what if this is his way to break into the youngsters, be like, take care of the environment, and he does it peak. It's done peak. It's not campy. It's sick. And it's like Captain Planet murking people,
what
dude.
If he got, what if he got Martin Scorsese to just like direct an episode?
Fucking Captain
it's like
Planet
3 hours long. And it's
fucking capping people, dude.
Yeah. They get Christopher Nolan to direct an episode. It's so stupid, but you know what?
I want to see what it would look like.
I'm not gonna not tune in.
I'm not gonna say that it's great, but I will reserve my opinion for when I see what it's gonna look like.
It's gonna be Mountain Peak.
I tell you, dude.
Mountain Peak confirmed,
dude.
All right. Speaking of like forgotten but slept on and definitely underrated characters from the late 80s and mid 2000s, Judge Dredd. The second Dredd.
First Dredd.
I am the law.
Hold on. Look, the first Dredd, It was what early to mid 90s movie would be. It's like whatever. Second Dread, pretty sick.
Very underappreciated.
Very underappreciated.
Carl Urban, sick.
I think it's hard to, if you know anything about Judge Dredd lore and what it is, it's almost like a love letter to the look of Space Marines in a way, with a weird dystopian sci-fi future.
Yeah.
You know, in order to make a compelling movie out of that, it's a hard pressed thing to do.
Here's what I'll say. Judge Dredd walked so the raid could run.
Sure. Yeah.
Because the raid, I mean, they're similar in the sense of they climb up this living, essentially drug cartel.
But I think that's kind of what you have to do in order to tell like at least a fun story.
Well, that's what it
Dredd
was.
Yeah.
Dredd was mad fun.
Yeah.
And it was the shots they had way better than what they should have had.
And Carl Urban, bro.
Badass. And we're going to get to him in a second.
Fucking just killed it.
Yeah. Taika Waititi confirmed to set to direct the next Judge Dredd film. Look, do we need it? Probably not. Am I going to see it because it's Judge Dredd? You best damn believe I am, son.
Yeah.
Because of how good Carl Urban was with the last Dredd. That inhaler shot where he throws her off the top. Just all the light. Dude, movie was so slept on.
I think that Taika Waititi, it seems to, what he does well is comedy. And I just don't want him to put too much in there like he's been lately. Like there's too much in there.
We don't want Love and Thunder.
No.
We want Ragnarok.
Yeah.
This should be his moral or this motto for the rest of his career. Do Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Just whatever level
your
is.
Script is, cut it back 30%. Like just cut back the comedy 30%, and now you got a winner. Right? And Taika Waititi's funny as hell.
He is funny.
He's a funny dude. I think he
does good when he does it right.
He's a true what is it? Artur, Elliott. He is an artiste. But I want him to not just shit in so much comedy into this that it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Lean more towards the latest Dredd than the first Dredd.
Right.
Nintendo. So we have our Link and our Zelda.
Okay. I have something to say about this, Elliott.
Okay. All right. Well, we have. So, here, do you?
No, go ahead.
You know, okay.
No.
Well, we have Link has been casted.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. He was seen in The Haunting of Bly Manor. Apologies if I mispronounce Bly. I believe it's the same. It's B-L-Y. Set to play the hero of time, while Bo Bragasin is our Princess Zelda. The film is set to release May 7th of 2026. So we have our two leads.
May 7th of 26?
Mm-hmm.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty positive.
They need to shoot now.
Let's see.
I think it's 27, Doug.
It's apologies. It's May 7th, 2027.
Yeah. So, okay.
So my bad.
This is a lesson in annoying internet people, especially since we are now annoying internet people.
Probably.
You know, being an annoying internet person.
I mean, the British hate you.
I know.
I don't know if they hate you.
Look.
They probably just hate us in general.
Being an annoying internet person, real recognizes real, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I recognize other annoying internet people. So there was a online campaign to get a transgender actor basically fan casted before it even happens.
Right.
Playing Princess Zelda.
I believe Hunter something. It's Hunter.
I don't know what their name is.
But
so
they look the part. I will say that.
They look the part.
Yeah.
And honestly, wouldn't have cared. Mm-hmm. But let's step back. So there's this all fan casting thing. And then when they announced the actual people that were cast, then all those people that fan casted in their brain started harassing the actual people that got casted.
Yes. Really quickly, it was Hunter Schafer.
These people are as bad as shippers. Let's talk about shippers. If you're unaware what shippers are.
Shippers aren't great.
Shippers are the worst. Shippers are people.
They ruined My Hero Academia for a lot of people.
Shippers are the worst because what shippers do is they will go to popular IP like Overwatch or My Hero or anime, And then they will...
It's notoriously bad in the anime community.
They will do fan art and stories and fan fiction of relationships between characters. But here's the thing. It is like predominantly gay.
Yeah,
right?
Especially with My Hero.
Yeah. So let me be clear. We all know what our stance is. We support anyone being whoever they want to be.
Absolutely.
That is my stance.
It will always be my stance.
It will always be my stance. We have very close friends of the family that are gay. One of my best friends is trans. I am 1,000,000% supportive of anyone being whoever they want.
100%.
But when you're so obnoxious that you just act like every relationship and anything needs to be gay, then you're too obnoxious that you're so obnoxious that you're going to put people off of the support that maybe you should try to like inspire in people, not push them away.
Well, and
that's what I'm
also,
saying. Shippers are the worst.
I feel like we're forgetting what good friendship looks like. Like, people of the same sex can be good friends and you don't have to immediately ship them. Or rivals. You don't have to immediately, oh, you know what? They've been lifelong rivals. They probably love each other. They maybe do as rivals.
Right.
And you can leave it at that. That's okay.
That's fine.
And it's okay for you to write your fanfic about whatever you want.
Right.
But if they're the author or the director is going to go with their interpretation of it, and if the writer themselves confirm these relationships and stuff, just let it go.
Dude, and
Who
it's
cares?
kind of like, how do I put this? I just think like you need to remember that there are a lot of people, if you're preaching to the choir, you're not getting anyone else. If you're talking to the people that maybe are indifferent or even against, that's who you need to talk to. So if you're going to be an asshole online and make every relationship and anything gay, then you're going to put people off of supporting. And not only that, it's like when Luca came out. Remember that Disney movie Luca?
Yeah, where they're like mermen.
Yeah.
Essentially.
You would have thought that Disney themselves straight up unalived a gay person on live TV, because they're like, yeah, you're too weak, Disney. You can't make a gay story for. I'm just like, dude.
I mean, they
were friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did the same thing with Elliott, the latest one. They had to change the script because they were getting bad. Yeah.
Guys,
really quick, and I'll
chill out.
And I'll say this about shippers. You know, I'm going to say one positive thing. If the story is open-ended, meaning like it ends and there's no official ship away.
Or just don't be obnoxious about it. Don't fight with people online about this is what it really is.
Yeah, but also you shouldn't go out and antagonize the people who are just playing a role.
Yeah.
That feels wrong.
Dude,
give these actors a chance.
This is my point, though. It's like they're attacking people that are just going to do a job.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, I feel the same way when the other side, if you will, go up against like a black woman or man that's casted in a role. Like the people that do that are assholes too. Stop being assholes.
Yeah, too.
Okay.
Lastly, we talked a little bit of Carl Urban. We're going to talk about him again right here. Johnny Cage, Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. It looks campy. It looks corny. It looks bloody. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I'm going to reserve my judgment until I see it because I've been burned before, Elliott.
But no,
I've been burned before, Elliott.
This is giving me 90s Mortal Kombat 1 movie vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what you should do, honestly, because of that. One, you know what I did see? Lack of t-shirt guy.
He's in the trailer.
I didn't see much of him.
And his design actually looks a little bit more metal.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, they're making him a little bit tighter. Maybe he has a little bit of history.
Make it a Cage film.
I think it is going to be a Cage film. I think it is going to be a Cage film.
Make it a Cage film.
Yeah.
Focus on Johnny Cage. I was never the biggest Johnny Cage fan growing up playing Mortal Kombat. I was always a Sub-Zero guy.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a Johnny Cage film.
I will say, though, that the fake trailer for the movie, perfect. When he's all,
yeah.
It's pretty tight.
No, I loved it. And the first kind of look at Scorpion versus Noob, sick.
Yeah. So
I mean, we got some good stuff. Is there anything else you want to cover?
Nope,
I know there was Ubisoft being Ubisoft and being allergic to money.
We'll do that next week. Microtransactions allow gamers to feel more fun.
Yeah.
Okay, you fucking idiots.
You know what, guys? You know our incomplete $70 game? What if we made it incomplete for $110? I think everybody is going to love our game.
Everyone will love our Ubisoft game when it's not complete and it costs $200.
We made one good Assassin's Creed in 10 years.
Dude, it's like seriously a room of CEOs smelling their own farts agreeing, oh, yeah, so that's a good thing to say. Yeah, that's
so
really
dumb.
Stupid asses. Anyways, so there you go. There's the nerd news portion.
About an hour of nerd news.
Stay here. Well, there's not a lot of sports.
Yeah, we're a little bit of dries, but I might change. I might do some mixing around of sports starting next week.
Okay.
Starting next week.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, stay here. Sports is next. Big shout out to Groggs Traditional Irish Pub at the northeast corner of Willow and Knees. Not only do they house the Do Over podcast for taps and takes, but they invited us to go blow it up on St. Patrick's Day live on scene. Now that that's done, it's easing us into summer and it gets hella hot here in the Central Valley. Groggs prides themselves on being the coldest drinking establishment in the Central Valley. Literally go down there, get a nice cold pickleback, get a nice cold Guinness, throw it back and leech off that free AC, son. Support Groggs because they support the Do Over podcast. And we're back!
Like we never left.
Like we never left. Elliott playing that Donkey Kong.
I got 3 bananas during our break.
He was like literally playing Donkey Kong. And you know what? As he should.
It's the only times I'm going to get to play.
Yeah. No,
I got too much stuff. I'm too busy. So I have to play while work. I have to multitask.
Can we also point out that's the good part about the Switch? You can just pick
literally
it up.
Take it anywhere.
Bring it with you. Play it. And Elliott, that's why $450 is a reasonable price.
Switch is the perfect thing for a casual gamer. And that's unfortunately what I've become.
Now,
I'm a casual gamer now.
Elliott.
Elliott.
Let's get into some sports. Sports. And you know what? Elliott doesn't need to go to Santa Clara today, so he's drinking.
I wouldn't say drinking, but I am enjoying a beer.
It's
Cali Squeeze.
It's 11 a.m. and you've had 2.
No, 1.5. Responsible.
Soon to be 2.
Responsible.
Anyways,
responsible.
Let's get into sports. Give me some sports news.
All right, let's go. Let's start with NBA. Work through WNBA, end with some NFL.
Is it
call her a day?
Caitlin Clark getting shit on again?
Yes, but that's not like the whole story.
Okay,
that is a part of the story, which is like I don't understand why they shoot themselves in the foot the way they do. But you know what? We'll get to that when we get to that. Let's focus on the NBA. A couple of stories we got to catch up on. Specifically with Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, who got drafted by the Trailblazers, who spent a lot of his career with the Trailblazers, is like their leading 3-point scorer, might be their leading scorer ever. He will be returning to the Trailblazers for 3 years, $42 million deal. Remember, he did tear his Achilles in the playoffs, so he will be out all of next season. But good to see him go back to his OG team. And even though he's not going to be on a contender, he'll probably end his career with the Trailblazers, and people really like fans like that kind of like team loyalty, you know? Like you went for your shot to get a title with the Bucks, didn't work out, you got hurt, weird stuff happened, you had to deal with Doc Rivers. But him going back to where it all started, it is like a full circle thing. He'll probably be 38-ish towards the end of his career. That's around time a guard retires.
Well, that's
a great career.
That's a good longevity in the game.
You will forever be Mr. Trailblazer.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's something really special in itself. So we'll move on to Chris Paul. 20 seasons in the NBA. For his 21st season, he's going to be returning to the team that a lot of people felt he shouldn't have been a part of because he was supposed to be a Laker, but then the NBA blocked it, so he had to be a Clipper. He is returning to the LA Clippers. He was a big part of the Lob City era for the Clippers. Point God, as they call him. He's going to be returning to the Clippers to add to their depth in guards with James Harden, Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard going to be back. So The Clippers are trying to load up. My only thing is they're loading up on players that are injury prone. So, but Chris Paul, I mean, like, he's good when he's there. He's just ancient now for NBA standards. And then finally, we have some news with the Lakers because the Lakers are adding a defensive guard in Marcus Smart as he has agreed to a contract buyout with the Wizards to sign a 2-year, $11 million deal with the Lakers. Smart, who was a key part of the Celtics a few years ago, he was one of their like pivotal development players who has since, he's one of those like, you feel bad, like one of those sacrificial lambs, you know, because without him, you don't build that mindset, but you aren't going to win with him. So they moved off him. They win the championship without him. He has to go to the Wizards, which is essentially career schmooshmide because nobody knows what's happening in Washington because nobody watches the Wizards and they're so forgettable. But he's getting out of there. He's going to go to the Lakers to help the Lakers with their much needed defense, specifically in the guard realm. So that's it for the NBA. Let's pivot to the WNBA. All-Star Weekend. Huge success, mind you. And I'm going to be as positive as I can with the WNBA, okay?
Okay. All right.
Because record attendance, record viewership, the WNBA is on the rise.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's good.
The product is only getting better. You're getting more and more star players, not just with Caitlin Clark, but you're getting other personalities like Angel Reese. You're getting the rookie out of Dallas, who was at UConn, who dominated. She's been very good. And there are stars around this league, okay? Here's the issue. The league is not profitable. Women are only paid 9% of the team's revenue, which is comically low compared to other sports across the...
Well, because it's a subsidized league, right?
Right.
Like it's subsidized by the NBA.
Yes.
And didn't the NBA go down in revenue as well?
I believe so in the last few years, but they did have good numbers this year.
Got it.
NBA players make closer to 50% of their team's revenue, whereas women make 9%. So there's a huge discrepancy, right? However, like you said, one league is profitable, the other one is not. That said, with everything going on with the WNBA, with viewership on the rise, expansion teams coming in, and just more money getting involved in the sport, plus the new NBA deal, which is worth, I believe, $2.2 billion, that's going to help these leagues, whether it's NBA or WNBA, right? So the women during the WNBA All-Star Game wear shirts, including Caitlin Clark. Pay us what you owe us. And this is because right now the Players Association and the league are trying to work out a contract to get more money for the players. Now, do I think they deserve 50% yet? No. There's just not enough money in it, and right now the league isn't there. Do I think they deserve it eventually? Absolutely. Problem is, you don't have enough support. Now, you're on the rise, but to then say, like, pay us what you owe us, okay, that's a little tough because the league has just recently, in the last, I'd say 2 years, been profitable.
Yeah.
And even then, very minimally, okay? But also, Kelsey Plum, who is an all-star, WNBA all-star, they're talking about it, and they're talking about the shirts. And here, let me read you the quote. You know, I don't want to be a tattletale, but Team Clark wasn't a part of organizing any of this. So, and look, whether you like Caitlin Clark or not, you cannot deny the influence and the impact she's had on sports. Not the league, sports. She is one of the most influential athletes in the modern era of sports, and that's without question. Like, from what she did in college, from what she's doing now, you don't have this leverage without her. And you have very minimum leverage to begin with because, again, you're still, everything might be climbing, you're still at a negative. So I just don't understand the constant bashing of your greatest asset. It would be as if, and I don't want to do this because she hasn't hit those titles yet or any of those things, but it's like bashing Michael Jordan when Jordan was becoming the star of the league. I get it. The NBA then, people hated each other. But that was good animosity, and it was good. They weren't like bashing her for the sake of bashing him for the sake of bashing him, Like it almost feels like they go out of their way to do it now. And it's like, you're only diminishing your brand when you do that.
Yeah, and a lot of the relevance in that league in particular right now has been solely on...
It's been through
Caitlin
that draft
Clark's
alone.
back.
Right.
So like, instead, I've gone on plenty of rants on this whole thing. So instead of doing that, I'm going to be charitable as well. Okay. It's very indicative of the slacktivists that you see online that will turn this into some big ass thing, but they won't buy the jerseys. They won't buy tickets to the game. They won't do any of that, but they'll say a bunch of stupid shit on Twitter. So here's the thing, man. If you want them to make more money, you need to support them financially.
Absolutely.
Show up to the fucking games. Buy the fucking merch.
And you know what?
Do that. And then you will be... But this is kind of indicative of and just growing up in a house of predominantly females living right now in an almost all female home, 2 daughters, my wife, my mother-in-law. This is one of the problems that like some women in particular have. They will find the standout in a crowd and basically revolt against them in order to uplift status. And it's like, dude, you should be uplifting the attention she's getting to her and embracing her, because now you are in a position to potentially do better.
I think what the WNBA has trouble with right now is finding the way to use rivalry correctly. And I mean by this because, like, let's use this quote right here from Kelsey Plum. I don't mean to be a tattletale, but Team Clark wasn't a part of it. That's not basketball related. That's you taking a personal dig for the sake of taking a personal dig from what it feels like clicks or attention, right? But if you had like a Kobe, Paul Pierce, these teams that despise each other because of these stars, like, oh, I hate Steph and LeBron. Cavs fans hate Steph. Warrior fans hated LeBron. Like, those are healthy rivalries that build the sport up. But when you're just taking shot after shot after shot after shot of your star, that's not about basketball. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because it only diminishes everything else.
And again, kind of on the same topic, and we'll move on because we got to this is a longer episode, so we need to get through this. But I will say, this is also kind of about the thing I was talking about, the shippers. It's like, you do this, you're going to put people off that will potentially support you, because now what you've created is a situation for people to attack you negatively. And when you use terms like, oh, what you owe us, instead of what we've earned, which would have been better phrasing. Yeah. Better phrasing. Like, if you want to get your point across, be like,
pay us what we've earned.
That would have been better. Yeah. When you use the term oh, it's implying that you feel entitled to something when you work in a negative producing subsidized league. You need to grow the fuck up and try to work together to bring more attention and more fans to the table instead of being fucking petty. That's all I'm going to say. That dude, that is the single most thing. Buy the fucking tickets to the slacktivists. Buy the goddamn jerseys and stop fucking attacking each other and try to do good work together. That's it.
All right. It's not little, but it is the NFL. We don't have a lot of stories, but we got a major story or two here. And a lot of it focuses around the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals, notoriously cheap. One of the cheapest franchises in the NFL.
Are they the A's of the NFL?
I won't go that far. Funny enough, I think the Raiders are the A's. Funny how they all have something in common, right? No, but the Cincinnati Bengals, pathetically cheap, right? They drafted a defensive lineman, Shamar Stewart, and he has still yet to agree on the rookie contract. Now, the reason for it, and the Bengals are getting frustrated with Stewart's unwillingness to sign it, whereas Stewart read the contract and he noticed the language doesn't support him if something were to happen to him, meaning the team could dismiss him without paying his guaranteed contract.
Fuck that.
So the NFL, or the Bengals are saying, this is pretty normal practice around the league. Where Shamar is saying, no, dude, what's going to happen to me if I do this deal and then halfway through something were to happen, or you don't deem something that I do as acceptable? It could be anything. And then you cut me from anything and I don't get the guaranteed money I deserve.
Right.
Right. So now he hasn't signed anything. There's potential that he might stall out to where he can't go back to college, but he can stall out to where he can get drafted to a different team. And it's like double jeopardy. The Bengals can't redraft him.
Right.
So we're trying to figure out what's going to happen there. But this isn't the only issue they've had with defensive players signing a deal.
Do you think those rookie deals that are like 5 years in length are too long? Because basically they're not getting much of anything for the first 5 years and then they get to renegotiate their contract. Do you think 5 years is too long? 5 seasons? A lot of NFL players don't even last 2 seasons.
I don't think it's too long because you can always restructure the deal most often. Like after 3 years, if they know they've got a star, they restructure your contract to where you get paid the good money, right? But I do agree with him in that sense. Like, I should get that guaranteed money for sure, rather than you saying halfway through my contract, you don't like my personal life at home. Okay, well, we're going to cut you and we're going to take all the money that we owe you. That feels shady. Yeah. But they also have a star defensive lineman, Trey Hendrickson, who is an excellent pass rusher, who has been confirmed of right now, which is Tuesday, the 22nd, did not show up to training camp because he wants a new deal. Now, the Bengals are saying that they're going to make this deal happen, but the longer you wait, the more money it will cost you to make this deal. And if there's one thing we know about the Bengals is they don't want to spend top dollar for anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, they hated the fact that they had to pay T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. They're probably not going to have money to really pay him. And that's just going to lead to a worse defense and wasting Joe Burrow's prime and Jamar Chase's prime. So the Bengals being the Bengals, striped for failure. Really quickly here, the commander-in-chief isn't a fan of the Commanders and demanded they change their name back to their old name, which was the Washington Redskins. And yeah, that's a thing.
Because that's important.
Yeah, it's not like we're distracted from the Epstein files or anything. Anyway, and finally, we're going to end with my good old Green Bay Packers because they are helping with the offensive line. They have re-signed and agreed to a 4-year, $88 million contract extension for offensive lineman Zach Tom. That includes a $30 million signing bonus. It is the largest signing bonus for an offensive lineman in history. And if there's one thing the Packers do, it's build an O-line, which I appreciate. And there's your sports news because we don't have much in baseball. Tigers are kicking ass. 60 wins right now.
Is it the year?
The one Bengal that can do things right.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed Taps and Takes. And if you just now finished this, why don't you go ahead and mosey on over to twitch.tv/The Do-Over Podcast. Check out the episode that's going on right now. We're ushering the Utes into the podcasting game. And we appreciate your support. And remember, on our Patreon, subscribe is free. But if you go to our Patreon,
share,
which has very low dollar options if you want to join.
The lowest.
We are giving out 3 t-shirts a week until everyone that is a paying member of our Patreon get a shirt, and it's our brand new design.
Brand new.
So if you want more details on that, go ahead and check out the links below and comment and like and have a good time.
Subscribe. Hey, subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Hey,
anyways.
Zoom in to me.
It's time for us to get the hell on out here. Until next week, gotta go. Love you. Bye.
Boy. Review.